So in the logical region, we have seen functional block diagram. Yes or no? Then we have seen communication model. All those communication models. Again, I won't repeat it because only half an hour is available. Then we have communication APIs. Are used for IoT. Logical region, IoT logical region. Functional block diagram for IoT, communication models for IoT, communication APIs for IoT. Right. Then, so we have discussed this. Today, let us discuss communication APIs. Full form: applications programming interface. Application programming interface. First, observe the full form carefully. Interface is an interface between two. Face means sharing the information. I have been telling you since last time when I explained to the embedded systems. Inter between two. Interview. Hey, look here. Sound here. Interview.
Inter means location.
Sorry.
Inter means it's like between.
In between, yes, between two. Interview. You do interview, right? For jobs. Inter means between two always. Intercity express. Between two cities. The train that which runs between two cities. Inter means between two. Face means here it is about sharing the information. Between two they are exchanging the information or communication. So one clue is clear. Interface means that is something is happening between two people, sharing the information between two people. Right. So now application programming. Part let us see. Now Mr. Shravan is designing an app. Right. He is developing a driverless car. He need to refer the Google Maps. Right. So Mr. Shravan is making a driverless car. Right. He write a program for it. He write an application program for it. You write an application program, or in simple words we generally call as apps. Yes or no? Now this needs information about the Google Map. Right? So do we need to do it again once again all those things? Do we need to download the Google Map? No. Just what we will do? We will refer the Google Map system. The name of the app itself is the Google Map app, right? Yes or no? He will refer. He will see this information from here. Why to develop all those things again? Why new satellites? Why new application software? Google Map is an application. It is also an application. Which application? Google Map. It's already available. It is already available. So he will request just some intermediate component to get that information. That person we call it as a API. Application Programming Interface. Suppose you want to do, right, we use UPI transactions, right? To send transfer the money, Google Pay, Phone Pay. Are you developing the gateway from the scratch? No. Just already which is already been developed, you are using that. You are using just a payment gateway. All that work is done by another API. Right. So what it is? It means that API is a set of rules and some procedures. What exactly is the set of rules and tools that allow one software to communicate or interact with another software. It will allow one software to communicate or interact with another software. Or it is just a messenger, or in this other way we can call it as a messenger that lets program talk to one another. Talk to one another. It is simple as it is written. In expression se require a messenger that lets the program to talk to each other. What are these rules and rules? They just use, to keep it simple, they just use any of the communication model plus protocols. This API uses a communication model and a protocol to get the information from the required host. This is one software program, that is another software program. Or another way of referring it, this is one application, another application is already available. Why APIs? What is the requirement of APIs? Reuse existing resources. Yes or no? Already Google Map available. Google Map app is available. Why you need to design another one? Already it is existing. Use the same. Faster communication, secure connection, or secure communication or connection, however you call it, is secure. Then it is platform independence. Somebody is using Samsung mobile, somebody is using Apple, they have different operating systems. Still, you are able to communicate with the help of API. Platform independent. Yes or no? So, what happens in IoT? In IoT, I have a device, that is processor. Use handle. I have connected a temperature sensor. In Internet of Things, all other devices are part of Internet. I have a cloud, which is part of Internet. I have an app, mobile app, which is also connected to the Internet. Now the device, whatever temperature it has collected, as a temperature sensor, whatever in the real time the temperature it is collecting, it is monitoring, it has to send it to the cloud. From here to here. So to carry this temperature information from here to here, I need one API here. Now here temperature is collected continuously. Temperature is collected 23, 24, whatever it is collected. Now in my mobile app, I want to see temperature. I have to access it from the cloud. I have to access it from the cloud. So this temperature information or data I have to bring from here to here. It is seeking the temperature data from the cloud. So I need another person here. Here one API is required. Keep this in mind. That's why we are studying API. API what they use? They use rules and tools. There is communication model and protocols. We already have seen communication models in the previous class. In the next class we will see the protocols. Is this idea clear? Now there are two types of APIs. These that there will be plenty, right? REST based API, communication API, and Websocket API. Two types of API we are studying. Let's say result. So first one, representational state transfer, REST-based form, REST-based communication API. Right. As I said, they follow a communication model and they use a protocol. So here it follow request response communication model. This all that you have studied, all that is happening in the request response communication model comes here. You remember, we have a client, we have a server. There is a resources. Client sends the request to the server. Right. So all those things, all those characteristics comes here. And protocol, it gives HTTP. P itself is a protocol. Hypertext transfer protocol. There will be a hypertext. Click on it. You will be transferred to that resource. HTTP, how it works, yes or no? Core ideas. What are the core ideas here in this API? Resources. Everything is treated as resource. Everything is treated as resource. which are identified using URLs. Your result, your attendance, whatever you are seeking from the server is considered as a resource. In request response communication model, you have seen the resource, right? Whatever the client requests from the server prepares it, processes it, and it fetches it from the resource. What was the resource there? Data. It could be your result, it could be your attendance from RGPT server. Right. And how everything is identified? Everything is identified as a user. How by RGPT.ac result something what you call attendance. Like this resource is available / in the result you will get it as a E4 sample resources. All the resources are identified by the URL. The second sentence, right? The resources are identified using URLs. Is this idea clear? Second one, it uses HTTP methods. Methods means what? Actions. For example, method purpose. That means retrieve data. Retrieve the data. Get. You need to HTTP formats, methods. Post, send new data, put, update, existing data, delete. Remove it. The purpose, the methods, the purpose.
So is that get or set?
The third I write here, stateless. Stateless. What is stateless? Each request is independent. Each request is independent. That is, information is not retained. About client, etc. Also, no session information. Stateless. This is stateless. As a communication network, you already know this. Whenever you are asking new resource, new data, again you are a new person. There is no connection establishment at all. Otherwise, for example, you take in banking, you log in, username, password, session established. Your information is written when you logged in, when you logged out. Here there is nothing kind. Nothing of this kind. Stateless. Who you are, it doesn't bother. What data you are requested, it has sent to you. Next time when you seek a request, when you seek a data, again you are new person. Again you are new person. Is this idea clear? Is this idea clear? Fourth one, advantages. Advantages of using REST API. Simple plus lightweight. Simplest of all is the request response communication model. It is used that by that virtue it is simplest. Lightweight, less number of bits. Platform independent. Of course, I said just now. Platform independent. Scalable. Lightweight protocols means the protocol which has less number of bits. When there is a less number of bits, generally here and there every time you will see one word. Constrained environment. Constrained environment. What is the meaning of this constrained environment? The frequently this word you will come across now. This phrase you will come across in internet of things. Yes, madam, you are answering. Restricted, constrained, restricted, limited.
In between.
To keep it simple, less. Less. Simple words, less. What less? Here in this context. Less processing speed. Less processing speed. This our processor is now less processing speed. All this why it is constrained, why less, we will understand. Less processing speed, less bandwidth available, less power backup. Power backup in the sense battery. See, for IoT applications, we have sensor node in a forest. We have sensor node in a forest. For example, we have forest fire detection system. Forest fire detection system. Since first class we have seen this example, forest fire detection system. We are placing our device with sensor in the forest. Can I use wire to connect it in the forest? Can I stretch the wire? Can I take a wire? It is difficult. Full-fledged power connection it is difficult. So I will run it out of the battery power. I will run it on the battery power. When the battery power is limited. So in order to use the battery power, battery backup wisely, what I have to do? I have to use less processing speed. The processor which has less computing power, minimal computing processor I will use. The processor, what does the processor do? Just fetch the sensor data, collect the sensor data and put it on the cloud. That much work is enough. Is this idea clear? And in such scenarios, again there I will be using lightweight protocols. The protocols which have less number of bits, the protocol which uses less bandwidth, the protocol will be processed by the less processing power. Is this idea clear? So that is lightweight. Now another time, what is the time? I will complete this website also. Which is the next class? What's the time zone?
10.
Okay, finish in 5 minutes. About Websocket communication API. Second one, Websocket question? Yes or no? Right. So basically, all these are the first sentence is for that rest also, for this also. These are the set of architectural principles. Set of architectural principles. Some architectural principles will be there. So what does it use? It use full duplex communication model. That is exclusive pair. Well, the virtue of exclusive pair, what it is? Single, persistent connection. Exclusive pair you have seen persistent connection, continuous connection, full duplex, exclusive pair. That's the name exclusive pair. Single, persistent, and communication remain open. Communication remain open. All the characteristics that are in a like which exclusive pair have will be inherited here, right? Low latency, handshake, high throughput, high throughput. See, for REST API, add one more point. What is remaining is data format. In data format, in REST API was JSON or XML. As shown now, your app is requesting the data from the Google Maps. Your API goes. How it gets the data? In the form of JSON or XML. Now coming to Websocket. Example, ideal for real time systems. Again, what protocol it uses? HTTP to establish connection. It uses HTTP for handshake. When handshake is done, it switches to Websocket protocol. Websocket protocol. Again, data format here. JSON. JSON is default. Clear? See, to keep it clear, whenever I say this is using exclusive pair communication model, all the characteristics that are in exclusive pair automatically come here. Yes or no? And exclusive pair we already have studied in the previous classes. And one more this protocol, HTTP protocol for handshake, for initial establishment, connection establishment. After that, it switches to the Websocket. What is the data format? Now again same thing. Is REST better or Websocket better? It is not like that. Depending upon the application, we will choose one. Yes or no? See, because in Websocket it is exclusive pair. We need lot of resources. It is one-to-one communication. If one-to-one person blocks the bandwidth, the communication channel, others during that time others will not use it. Others cannot use it. Yes or no? Is this idea clear? So it is generally ideal for real-time systems. What are real-time systems? What are real-time systems? There are forward names. Shravan. Here. Shravan and Shravan. What is real-time? Real-time systems. Those systems, real-time systems are those systems if we won't attend it immediately, there will be heavy loss of property and life. If you won't attend it immediately, there is a heavy. If you won't attend it immediately, there will be heavy loss of property and life. What you are understanding by this? Stick to an example. There is an accident. If you are not attending it immediately, if you are not sending the ambulance immediately, loss of life. Nowadays, we are seeing that travel buses, how they are catching the fire. Study what are the causes of the fire. Of course, there are accident, what is go in details. Can you give an IoT solution to it? There will be one exit door. Design something. See, people are not able to get out of the bus. People are not able to. Yes, the bus has got the fire, but the people, many of them have died because they are not able to come out of the bus. Give a solution, IoT solution. There will be some vibration in such scenarios. There will be some vibration. Due to the frequency of the vibration, all those glasses should cut automatically. Design something like that. There are solutions. Many there is one solution. It is not like that. There is a unique solution. It is not like that. Is this idea clear? Okay. So now what I do is switch off it. Attend this.